Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Paper. I am your host, Alex. Thank you for joining me for another episode where we learn English through inspiring life stories. Listening to stories is one of the best ways to improve your vocabulary, pronunciation, and understanding of English. Today, we are going to learn about the life of one of the most famous entertainers in history, Michael Jackson, the king of pop. His story is full of talent, hard work, success, and challenges. So sit back, relax, and let's begin today's story. Michael Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana, a small city in the United States. He was born into a large family and was the eighth of 10 children. His parents were Joseph and Catherine Jackson. The Jackson family was not rich. They lived a simple life, and the children often shared rooms. However, music was a very important part of their family life. Michael's father believed that his children had musical talent. He trained them to sing and perform together. Michael was only a young boy when he began singing with his brothers. Even at a very early age, people noticed that he was different. He had an amazing voice, excellent rhythm, and incredible confidence on stage. It was clear that he was born to entertain. The family formed a music group called the Jackson 5. Michael became the lead singer, even though he was much younger than some of his brothers. The group worked very hard and performed in clubs, competitions, and talent shows. Their hard work finally paid off when they signed a recording contract. Soon, songs like ABC, I Want You Back, and I'll Be There became huge hits. Fans all over America loved the Jackson 5, and Michael quickly became a child star. As Michael grew older, he wanted to create his own music and develop his own style. In 1979, he released a solo album called Off the Wall. The album was very successful and showed the world that Michael could shine on his own. However, even greater success was waiting for him. In 1982, Michael released the album Thriller. This album changed music history forever. It became one of the best-selling albums of all time. Songs such as Billie Jean, Beat It, and Thriller were played everywhere. People listened to them on the radio, watched the music videos on television, and danced to them at parties. The music video for Thriller was especially famous because it looked more like a short movie than a normal music video. Michael Jackson was not only a great singer, he was also an extraordinary dancer. He introduced the world to the moonwalk, a dance move that made it look like he was gliding backward while walking forward. When people saw him perform the moonwalk for the first time, they were amazed. Soon, millions of fans around the world were trying to copy his dance moves. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Michael continued to dominate the music industry. He released successful albums such as Bad, Dangerous, and History. His concerts attracted enormous crowds. In many countries, fans waited for hours just to catch a glimpse of him. Wherever he went, people cheered, sang his songs, and celebrated his music. One reason Michael became so popular was because he always tried to do something new. He was creative and willing to take risks. He combined music, dance, fashion, and storytelling in ways that people had never seen before. Many artists who became famous later said that Michael Jackson was their inspiration. However, life was not always easy for him. Being one of the most famous people in the world brought many challenges. The media followed him everywhere. Newspapers and television programs often discussed his personal life. Sometimes the attention was positive, but sometimes it was negative. Living under constant public attention was difficult, and Michael often spoke about wanting a normal life. Despite these challenges, Michael continued to help others. He donated millions of dollars to charities and supported many causes around the world. He cared deeply about children and people in need. Some of his songs carried important messages about love, peace, and making the world a better place. His famous song, "Heal the World," encouraged people to show kindness and compassion to others. As the years passed, Michael Jackson remained a global icon. New generations of fans discovered his music and admired his talent. Even people who were born long after his most successful years continued to listen to his songs and watch his performances. Sadly, on June 25, 2009, Michael Jackson passed away at the age of 50. His death shocked people around the world. Millions of fans were saddened by the news. Television channels, radio stations, and newspapers reported the story for weeks. People gathered in many countries to remember him and celebrate his remarkable life. Today, Michael Jackson's legacy continues. His music is still played around the world, and his influence can be seen in modern singers and dancers. Many people consider him one of the greatest entertainers of all time. His journey from a young boy in a small city to the king of pop shows what talent, dedication, and hard work can achieve. And that brings us to the end of today's story. Michael Jackson's life teaches us that success often comes from passion, practice, and determination. It also reminds us that fame can bring both rewards and challenges. Thank you for listening to English Paper. I am your host, Alex. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned some new English words and expressions. If you liked this story, be sure to join us again for another inspiring life story. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and remember that every day is a new opportunity to improve your English. Goodbye, and see you in the next episode.